Hey guys, welcome back to the DC show.
In this episode, we'll be discussing our thoughts and opinions on the first 3 episodes of The Last of Us.
Is Mando taking Ellie to find Ron Swanson to get her to the Fireflies? Stick around.
All right, guys. So The Last of Us has had 3 episodes come out so far. It's a HBO Max series based off the video game by PlayStation Interactive. And so what are your thoughts on the series so far, Corey?
Yeah, I mean, I did a short about it. Not sure if you guys got a chance to check it out, but I've never played the video game series. I believe you haven't either, right?
I have not.
I don't know. I don't know what Doug's excuse was. I didn't have a PS4.
I just busy.
I know. Actually, it originally came out PS3 and then was remastered recently for PS5. Just haven't had time to play the remaster, and I didn't get into it back before. I think there's 2 parts to the game series. I believe they've only remastered the first one so far. But anyways, watched the first episode. I was excited to go into it without having any like bias towards anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was really difficult to separate like Game of Thrones books from the TV show when I was watching it, so I was glad that I didn't have to even worry about that for this. Didn't need to separate the two and try to enjoy it.
And then you don't like criticize it as much, like, oh, they did this differently in the game or in the book or whatever. So that helps for sure.
Yeah. Ironically, one of my coworkers was complaining about Bella Ramsey being cast as Ellie, and he's talking about how like in the game series she's like savage, man, sneaking up behind people and axing them in the head and stuff. And I was like, yeah,
she may get there.
I know. I was like, well, dude, you do realize that's Bella Ramsey, right? Freaking Lady Mormont from Game of Thrones. He's like, wait, who? And so I had to pull up a picture. He's watched the Game of Thrones series.
He didn't remember.
And then he was like, oh man, he's like, it really changes things.
Pretty savage in that.
Yeah, he's like, that changes things. Maybe she can play a savage character. I think she can.
I think they're building up to it because as they showed in the last episode, she's got a gun now.
Mild spoilers if you haven't watched it. We are going to be talking about some of the plot points. But yeah, I mean, she's been asking for a gun almost the whole time. Have a gun? Can I have a gun? And he's like, no. And we know she has a knife.
Yeah.
Which she in this last episode kind of like messed with a little bit.
She cut on the face of one of the infected, and it's kind of interesting, like just seeing the VFX or the practical makeup, I guess they do, and cutting the face open, and this is gross.
Yeah. And back up a little bit. If you haven't watched it or don't know anything about it, it's essentially kind of a post-apocalyptic series,
like these cordyceps, basically like these fungus.
Yeah, fungus that are able to, that previously were not able to infect humans. Before, I think it said the body temperature of humans was too high. There is some science involved with some truth behind it, I guess. I haven't really delved into whether or not this could actually happen, but it is a little bit different than your typical zombie movie or zombie show.
Yeah, it's a fungus or something.
Yeah.
And I guess it infected a lot of people through like the wheat and through like eating certain types of bread.
Yeah. So. And it's interesting because it seems almost more realistic. It's more like something that probably could happen. And due to it, I'm not sure if you know much about fungus, but there's like some crazy like huge organisms that are like spread underneath the ground, through like roots or whatever they use to connect to each other, that are like giant, and they can sense things in different areas. So that connects a lot of these
mushrooms do breathe and they're living creatures. I mean it's very maybe not likely, but it's definitely possible, or I don't know, that something could infect us at some point.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary,
Yeah.
But Pedro Pascal as Joel, I think, is a lot of fun, and his relationship with Ellie, basically like a annoyed stepfather figure, type of thing. Like, I don't know. It's a fun relationship. They're both great actors. And this 3rd episode was very highly regarded. Like when I first saw that, they had like a 10 out of 10 on one review site. It's like really good reviews. I know you're not as high on it as some people, but overall the storytelling of the episode was amazing. Nick Offerman is playing the character Bill, and then Murray Bartlett plays Frank, which again, spoilers, is it kind of goes over many years of their relationship and how Frank like stumbles onto Bill's property and falls into a trap he has, and kind of lives alone, and then kind of develop a relationship and fall in love. And it takes place over many years.
Yeah.
And shows a connection with how they meet Joel, and previously before he was with Ellie, and kind of, I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, to clarify, I didn't dislike the episode by any means.
Sure.
I think it was very well acted, very well written. I just wanted to find out more about Joel and Ellie. You know, like it spent, I think it was like an hour and 20-minute long episode, a very long episode, telling us about these two characters. And again, spoilers if you haven't watched the episode yet, you should probably go watch it first. Essentially, they're no longer going to be in the story. And I was like, we spent all this time just to set up like that there's this location that Joel can go to and get some supplies right now. Like, I just feel like it was a really long, I'm sure it's not going to be a huge series. What, like 10 episodes maybe? Yeah. You know, 10 to 12, maybe 8 to 12. I really don't know what the plan is for the season, but you know, that's a long episode to set this up and to not, I mean, maybe it will have some callbacks later on. Yeah. And again, cause I haven't played the game series, so I know that those characters are in the game series from what I understand. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't know the importance really.
Essentially in the game and in the show there, Pedro Pascal's character of Joel is trying to get Ellie to the Fireflies across the country. But do you know where, I forgot where they're located, but I
don't know, but I think right now he's trying to go find his brother.
Okay.
Because his brother used to work for the Fireflies, so he wants to get to him right now was the plan. He really ultimately, I think, cares more about that anyways. Yeah. Because he was concerned about his brother before he even met Ellie and was tasked with this job to get her to the Fireflies. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy out there, right? I mean,
and I like that it's realistic in the fact that like even with the supplies, you're talking about having the place to get supplies, he was carrying around this, you know, machine gun or automatic gun, and he stashed it in one of the stash places in the ground. And she's like, why are you leaving that? He's like, well, there's not very much ammo out there. Like, it's just going to weigh me down, which is smart and realistic. So I like those aspects of the show too. So
yeah, I mean, and luckily for them, it ended up not really mattering, right? Because the stash they come upon later on is significantly more vast.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, the acting has been amazing so far. I'm a pretty big fan of Pedro Pascal. It is kind of ironic he's playing, we kind of joked in the intro about Mando and whatnot, but
the child.
Yeah, he's playing a similar character to Din Djarin in The Mandalorian. You know, I mean, he's got to protect this child, the asset, because she is the asset. You know,
because she has scars and stuff or whatever from it, but she doesn't get infected. So they're basically,
it looks like it started to spread and then stopped. Like it just has like some,
So maybe she has the cure or some kind of a way to cure.
Yeah, some way her body is able to fight it off, you know, and she actually got,
which again, because we haven't played the game. So, you know, we definitely do not know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I do know, like I've heard some things while watching other YouTube videos and stuff, there's been some changes. Like I think it used to spread through spores and stuff, which they've decided would be too hard to control. In a game, it's different. You know, in a show, it's like, it has to be a little bit more realistic, I think. Yeah. It's a much bigger world in the sense that you're seeing all of this stuff. It'd be hard to know where they could walk when there's spores or not, you know?
It's true.
So they decided not to go that route, I guess. But yeah, I mean, so far, really enjoying it. Practical effects are pretty darn amazing. Yeah. They introduced the clickers, I believe, in episode 2, which I know if you're familiar with it was like a kind of a big deal. And from what I understand, they did a pretty good job with it, getting it close to the actual games, and it was very, very practical. Apparently, Pedro Pascal talked about how it was actually really super creepy on set because like they looked the part, and those actors, I don't know who they use, but obviously very skilled actors too with you know, body movements and stuff. So, and
the clickers are maybe like 1 to 2 years into the infection. Like the infection takes over slowly, and they start to become more and more like,
there's like different stages, and I think there's even more later on. We'll see from what I understand. So
definitely going to get a little crazier.
Yeah. Because it spanned what, like almost 20 years or around 20 years? I think it started in 2003, right? So 20 years.
That's 2023 where it ended current times.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let us know in the comments what your guys' thoughts are on the show so far.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
And have a marvelous day.
Start recording.
All right.
So technically we should be recording. I got audio showing up on there too, so we should have everything linked. I can't leave, if the magic mouse is in the video, then we'll just get blown up. People will make fun of us because they don't like that the charging port's on the bottom.
That and it just looks weird.
I suppose the people talk about like the claw grip. They have to Dude, I don't know. Like, my fingers are outstretched. It's not a big deal. Whatever. I don't use this one at home normally. I actually use it.
Make a video about Apple products.
We could. We could talk about the Apple Watch Ultra. Rocking the Ultra.
I just got the lowly Series 8.
Hey, but I went from a 4 to an Ultra.
So yours was a big upgrade.
Yeah. You go to our.
So what's this camera's name? The other one was Sean. What is this camera's name?
You know, I've never named my phone. We're using my phone.
I haven't named my cars in a while either.
Yeah. It's like if we touch the desk, you're going to see the camera rocking here. But a little bit new setup we're trying.
Trying something different. Speaking of Apple products.
Speaking of Apple products. We're maybe slightly lower video quality, but you can see the lights better behind us now.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's a quicker setup, even though we took a long time today, but
that's okay. That was on us. You know, we were preparing.
We're ill prepared, although we haven't recorded in like almost 2 months, I think.
At least not a normal traditional video.
Oh yeah.
Not
Not kind
shorts.
of the shorts. Yeah, I mean, physically getting together here in the studio, getting everything set up and recording. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I had COVID 2 weeks ago. And then my work schedule didn't allow me to work remote for a while, and then which made it hard. And then one time we just said, we're just gonna go out to dinner.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to hang out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Work
I mean, you know, one of the reasons we started this channel is because we're like, hey, we're getting together and we're talking about all this stuff. Might as well throw a camera in front of us and just have conversations and talk about it.
There's other people out there that want to talk with us and leave
Yeah.
comments, and let's do it. Like, let's have a conversation.
Yeah, this is not part of our planned videos, but we're just
riffing.
because we're gonna talk about this that we have the notes on here
This
for.
topic right here that they can't see.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly.
If people would start subscribing and watching our videos, and
Or join our Patreon, which I've already set up and never done anything with.
yeah,
But if you join, I'll do something.
You made a TikTok too, didn't you? But
I made a TikTok, but I haven't really done too much. I should use some of our stuff.
producer Gemmo says you should be uploading to our TikTok.
Anyway,
No, throw our shorts on there or something. I don't know.
That's true.
Start recording shorts.
something.
Yeah, just get a little bit of action from the TikTokers, if you will.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Tell that we're of age.
Oh, yes.
TikTok generation.
Always
the
joke with the
TikTokers.
kids like, I don't understand these memes. I'm not part of the meme culture. Yeah, so
I am.
you are for sure. You
I
are.
love memes.
Yeah. Are you? I think your microphone's a little far. Like I think you need to get yourself a little closer. That's probably better. I just know
Fist away.
I just know sometimes you're a little quieter than I am, and I think if it's for
That's just me.
no, I know that's why you don't want to make it worse by putting your microwave far away from you. That's all.
Then you can't see the gold.
It's fine. Just get it down here. By gold, you mean the beautiful golden beard? Whoa. Yeah, we can't tap the
Tap.
desk. It'll affect the sound and the picture quality. It'll be like an earthquake.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the DC show.
In this video, we'll be discussing the first 3 episodes of The Last of Us.
Is Mando and Ron Swanson going to take Ellie to see the Fireflies?
Stick
Stick
around.
around.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe not Ron Swanson anymore.
What do you mean by that?
He's not on the show.
He's not on what show?
The Last of Us.
Ron Swanson's not?
No.
But Mando is?
Yes.
So confused. Spoiler if Doug puts this in the video, but you're saying because he died?
What?
I'm talking about Mando.
Oh, Mando died?
What? He did?
He's and Grogu's gonna be voiced by Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and Mario's going to show up.
Jesus.
Okay, we'll try this again.
Getting off the rails.
All right.
All right, guys. All right. So, all right, guys.
Told you, it takes a little bit to get back in the flow.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think we both talked about it in, did we do a short? I can't remember.
No, I don't think you did.
I did a short.
Yeah, not we.
Let's start over. Sorry.
All right, guys. So, what are your thoughts on The Last of Us so far? Have you checked-
You said what are?
What are?
So we'll do it again.